It was a rough season 31 for the Cowboys. Nothing really went like we wanted. Tons of injuries. Um, some bright spots, but mainly just terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's kind of see how we ended. Then we'll do a recap later of the other. So we'll go to regular season. Let's go to my team. So it was just a rough season altogether. So we started off with the loss to the Giants, Broncos. We won that game. It was a sim game, so really probably would have lost that game. So the season would be worse than it really is. Cardinals destroyed us. We went through all these before. The Rams, we won that game in a nice battle. Packers destroyed us. 49ers beat us. We beat the Redskins, and then we lost to the Chiefs in a game that we feel like we should have won. The Falcons pretty much dominated us. They outplayed us every way. And then we lost the Eagles again. So I won the Falcons game. I guess I don't remember that game too well, but must have got lucky there. So in the Chargers, we got just destroyed. Chargers are going to probably be a key team in the playoffs. Redskins, we won that game. We won against the Giants. And then a game that surprised me was against the Raiders. I think they have two losses all season, and felt like we really had control of this game. Um, the Raiders just kept fighting back, and they went to overtime. Um, and they kicked the field goal to win in overtime. It was a great game. We had a really early lead, like 14-3. And then they came back in the third and just would not go away. They had more turnovers than us. We did a good job. They just kept grinding the ball out, so it ended up them taking the win. In the rushing game, we had a good game over Elliott. That's really the key. The games we had more rushing than passing, we usually won. The Seahawks, we got beat, and then the Eagles in the game, we had to win to get a tie at the NFC East and just couldn't do it. Five interceptions. I was rolling out, throwing the ball. Just really didn't play like I thought I should be playing. I don't know. I was out of my game plan. I got to regroup, refocus, and become better at passing the ball and get my running game on point. Run when I need to run the ball, and hopefully I can find some balance there. Let's look at some of the stats for the Cowboys this season. See where I did good and where I sucked. So here, let's go look at my quarterback. 9 TDs, 24 interceptions. Just not a good year. That's unacceptable. Next year, goal is gonna be 2 touchdowns for 1 interceptions. Part of this was early on with the Madden settings, but even after that, I struggled. I had 5 interceptions in my last game. But I really played terrible that last game. I was making insane throws. Just gotta make smart throws. Um, gotta work on that. We need to get some wide receivers in the draft, maybe. Elliott, 1,200 yards. He did good. He missed. I think he missed 4 or 5 games. So some of those games he played count, but he only played like the first quarter before he got hurt. So not bad for only playing like 10 real games. Um, he did really good, about 100 yards a game. Receiving, this is where it's just terrible. Des Bryant, Cosby, Williams all got about. I spread the ball around evenly, but evenly crappy. So 600 yards, didn't even break that. No 1,000 yard receivers. This gotta improve. I gotta spend some time in the lab, learn how to pass. That's really the story of my season. If I could pass the ball, it'd be much better. My defense played well, but not being able to pass the ball just killed us. So really, let's look at our tackles for loss leader. This is Jalen Smith. He was the overall leader. Had 85 tackles. Sacks. He didn't get many sacks. I need to get more pressure on the linebackers, but Demarcus Lawrence was my sack leader. So I do need some defensive tackle help, and maybe another defensive end or linebacker in the draft. So we got plenty of places we need help on. Let's look at interceptions here. My worst safety was my leading um, interception team. I just have not got my timing down on switching over and making the picks. Got to work on that. Just need to put more hours in and get into the game and play more. So sorry about the cough. Mm. Overall, it was a crappy season. You can kind of see we had the 28th offense, which is terrible. 11th in defensive yards. So my defense played well, even though my offense was going 3 and out and not getting a lot of first downs. So got to really improve on that. We gave up too many points. We didn't allow many points. So we gave a lot of turnovers up and give balls on short fields. We got to fix that. So in the draft, we got plenty of things to look at. Um, We didn't make the playoffs this year, so next year our goal is to get back in the playoffs. Um, that's really all I got for episode 4 of coaching the Cowboys. Hopefully, we'll do one of episode 5, talk about what we did in the draft, talk about some free agency, um, come back with the renewed vigor for season 32. We're going to really put our effort into to getting time in the game, playing like we should play, and next season I'm guaranteeing I'm going to have a much better record than this. Got to get back into it. But overall, it was a fun season. Ups and downs of the settings. I think we settled that out, so that should be a much smoother season next year. Really looking forward to playing these guys. Hopefully my division stays close to the same it is now. Not a lot of change. I like the guys that are in the division. But we'll see how it goes and catch you next time. Thanks.